be dropping, it looks like, later. Let's see if it gives us the date. Doesn't look like they tell us when it's dropping exactly. They just have the details of everything, but I would assume it's probably going to be either today's patch or tomorrow. Generally, if we have a patch update, it is on Wednesdays, Wednesday nights, Thursday. Maybe sometime weirds in the morning, but I would assume most likely it's going to happen today at reset. I don't know if they're going to actually have the game. It doesn't say they're going to have the game closed for maintenance or anything, so I would assume it's just going to be, automated and just be added in simultaneously. So since they don't have any scheduled maintenance, I don't think that that's going to be the case. I don't think we're going to be locked out of the game at this point in time, but, that could change, so take it with a grain of salt. But let's hop in and let's see what is going to be added. So they are going to be opening some new content to the game, not just, bug fixes or things like that. There's actually quite a bit of new content that are going to be added to the game. So first off, we are going to have the Trent boss stage, which for PvE is going to be the main content they're going to add to the game, which they're going to be adding 11 and 12. So stages 11, 12 will be open first. The rest will become order at a later time. And lighter set gear will be added as well. So basically that means we're most likely going to get, at minimum, I would say 75 gear, maybe 80 gear through 12, but I don't know. They may not. I mean, since it is 2 stages, you would think it'd be going by 5 levels of increments, because that's typically what they've been doing. Or it could be like a weird number, like before we got to a level 10 for 70s and 75s, you're getting like 62s and things like that. So maybe they're going to do like something like 72 and then to 75 for 11 and 12. We'll have to see how that happens. But the most important thing we're going to look forward to is, are they going to have Trent be able to still get paralyzed and CC'd, or is he going to be immune to CC? So that's what we're going to have to look forward to see. Maybe we're going to have to use like our Revies and our Balders, things like that for Trent. We'll have to see on that, because right now him or Proto are probably by far the easiest bosses to beat, in my opinion still, even though, a lot of people may say that the Dragon you can do faster now, but, definitely Proto and Trent are some of the easier bosses we have in the game. So then next we're going to have Alliance preseason open. So this is going to be our Guild War. You guys coming from Summoner's War, Epic 7, games like that you guys are familiar with Guild War. That's what this is going to be, which is basically a PvP type system where typically your guild boss or your captain is going to set up teams. People that are chosen to compete in the team are going to have, a certain amount of entries that they are going to use to fight the other teams, and generally it's like you kill towers or whatever. But generally that's what happens with these Alliance battles / Guild War seasons are going to do. So they do have a preview post, so if we want to go here real fast just to see if they basically showing you guys here, that's what your stats are. This is all in Korean, obviously, so we can't do that, but it is going to be from massive battles available from 10 versus 10 to 30 versus 30. Battlefield effects will be triggered at randomly. Battlefield effects will allow more exciting battles by making the battle more unpredictable at the end. There's going to be battle effects. There's going to be different things going on. So maybe I'll do a more comprehensive video on this. But K Gaming did translate a bunch of this. So if you guys haven't seen his video yet on that, I kind of just had too much going on last week, and I had to miss the translation notes last week. But I'm not sure if they've... And it looks like here are the rewards for the top guilds. So you get to the... looks like the 2 to 10 rank, you're going to get 500 gems. And I would assume that's for the whole guild. And then after that is like a ranking system for getting 1,600 points. You're going to get 120. So that's a big jump from being in the top 10 guild from being in the 1,600 rank. So that is incentivizing a lot of people to be in the top 10 guilds to get that 500 gems. And obviously, the big reward, the top guild in the server is going to get 1,000 gems. So as of right now, that seems like that's the rewards. It looks like you are getting a currency here as well. So we're probably going to have a guild alliance battle shop as well, like the monster boss shop. So that's what I would assume you can expect from that. But I'm not going to go too much in today's video on that. So Next, we're going to have the second balance adjustments. That's going to be for your Freya, for your Caroline, for your Balder, for your Revi, for your Kang. All those units that got rebalanced, all those are going to take effect. So it looks like that is possibly going to be happening today, which makes sense. It has been a while since they did announce they were going to be balancing all those Legend heroes. There were a couple epic heroes as well. I just can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm not going to go through all of them real fast, but look for all those hero balancing. Obviously, the main ones we're looking forward to are a Kang, No Soul for S3, Freya, her passives massively got changed, and her S2 massively got changed. And then we're going to have Balder and Revi, kind of a little bit of a nerf. They're not going to ignore the defense anymore, but they are going to be applying more and more blaze effects onto them. So possibly for Dimension Gate, Revi may be better. Have to see how she interacts with the blaze mechanic, with her how her passives and all that kind of stuff work going on with like Dimension Gate. But still very, very cool. And Caroline is finally going to be able to receive a certain amount of buffs. I think she can receive like 3 buffs or something like that. So she now could be possibly worked in with Wei to be able to survive, and especially for the boss battles, to not just auto die without being able to get Wei's buff. So that's going to be pretty cool to see how she interacts as, you know, one of the, if not the top DPS or single target in the game. So very, very cool to see how she's going to work in that whole slew of things. Then we're going to have Legendary Elune stat increases max up to 180%. So you guys knew that the Legendary Transcended stat increases massively got changed. So if you look at a +5 Legendary for what it is now, it's going to be an increased percentage of up to 180%. And it will scale depending on how many dupes you guys have transcended your Legendary heroes. So look forward to that. So it's going to make your Legend heroes a lot more flavorable and powerful. They did this in Epic 7 as well, where they increased the 5-star ratings. So I expected this to happen. I don't think it's going to take away from utility-wise and a lot of things of using the Epic heroes, because the Epic heroes are still going to be used a lot in World Boss. And units like Chloe, at this point in time, even with the stat increases, I don't think she's going to get phased out in the content she's used in. She's still going to be super good. So next we go on to Chaos Tower September hard difficulty, floor 34 to 66. So some clarification we need to get is normal difficulty will remain for the October season of Chaos Tower, while the difficulty rewards are restructured. So the way that it's phrased, I don't know if that means you can't progress once we get to the October, like once we get through normal. Are we not going to be able to go through hard mode? That would be kind of a big shaft if that's the case. If we're going to be locked out at a certain point in time, like if people have been using rubies to refresh, are we not going to be able to get past the floor 34 once we get there? We'll have to see on that. But that is good that I still feel the tower rewards are very lackluster for what we get. I still feel like we should get at least a 5-star legend for completing the whole tower once a month, at least, on top of the 6-star epic. And I feel like a lot more ruby rewards need to be given out, a lot more higher gold rewards need to be given out, things like that. And like the gems, the skill gems need to all be increased. Like those are getting the fodder level, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star level gems is just all fodder. Like that all needs to be upgraded. I think minimum needs to be 4-star gems for the Chaos Tower. So hopefully they rebalance this good for us. But unfortunately, the normal difficulty does not look like it's going to get rebalanced. It's only going to be the hard difficulty. But hopefully those balancing will really do well for us players. So we'll have to see. And then we're going to have a seasonal event that's going to take place on 9/9. So that looks like that is going to be, that's what, next week? Okay, so weirdly, we are going to be getting that update on Monday, which is very strange for new content. But they're going to have a seasonal event on 9/9, right after the Badaha Dimension Gate. So keep that in mind. Make sure you guys finish up getting your NPCs. There's no exchange event, so it's not like you need to be an oopsie like what I did in the Alvita event. I forgot to exchange all my currency, and I got just ripped on all those rewards. But anyway, just make sure you guys complete. I think today I'm going to have my NPCs completed, and I haven't even been hitting them at every time period, obviously. So, but yeah, you guys should easily, by Monday, if you guys have been playing semi-regularly, have all your NPCs done for your Aslan and your Nazar to have all those rewards through level 30 done. So next, For us pay-to-play or semi-pay-to-play players, we're going to have special seasonal packages of 7 types added, so we'll have to see how those are. Hoping the value is better. When they did release the new packages for the Aeons and the Rubies, those were a significant improvement from the previous. So yes, they lowered the price, they added more. So I think they lowered the price of the Aeon one by like $3 or something like that. I think it's like $7 or $6 now for the monthly, for the 15-day Aeon pack. And you get 150 Aeons per day on top of the premium currency. So very, very good. Then they also are going to add 2 welcome packages. Unfortunately, even though they're adding 2 new welcome packages, it looks like it's only available for new and returning users. So I guess even if they're new ones, we're not going to be able to get to use them if we've been consistent players, which is kind of unfortunate because usually welcome packages are very, very good value. They're very, very cheap normally, so that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then new packages and package renewals will happen midway September, so this second part may not be effective for another 2 weeks or something like that. So look forward to that. Then the big thing for this is our pick daily rewards. So currently we could pick between 25,000 gold, 50 Aeons, 150 Elune lights once 3 times per day. Now it is going to go to 35,000 gold, 50 Aeons, and 1 premium summon. So the fact that they did not increase the Aeons, like, so if they wanted you to fight for the Aeons, like, if this increased to 100 or 75, then I could say the argument of that or the premium summon. So unless you are very, very solidified in your epics and your legend heroes, like you have the majority of your legend heroes at like +2 to +3 rating, or you have the majority, you have like all the staple epic 6-star heroes, I feel the premium summon is going to be the way to go. You just stock up on those tickets as opposed to 50 Aeons. 50 Aeons isn't the greatest, but, it kind of depends on what your prerogative is, where you're at in the game. I'm probably going to go for the premium summons, but if I am getting really, really low on stamina, then maybe I will go for the stamina. But, yeah, so be on the lookout for that. So, it all just depends. Are you okay missing out on 150 stamina a day, as opposed to getting 3 extra summons? Like, weigh out what's better for you. So, next, we are going to be getting, the changes from our regular login. So before it was 10,000 gold, now it is going to change into 35,000, it's going to change from gold quantity 10,000 to 35, to a rare to legend Elune soul summon 35. Oh, okay, okay, never mind. Alright. So reward, rare to legend Elune soul summon, and then you also are going to get 35,000 gold. I think that's what it means. Because how would you get 350,000 soul stones? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I don't know. That's, I don't know what that means. That's really, really weird of how they're free. That doesn't make sense. Because here it says Aeons 50, rare to legendary soulstone summon. Does that mean you get a random of 350,000? Or is it... Because normally it was like 24 soulstones. So, rare to legend Elune soulstone summon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a guaranteed you're getting 350,000 Elune soulstones, or if it's like spread out between different units. It's probably spread out between different units. I would assume you're going to get like 24 or like 35 or maybe 50 of like a couple different units. I would assume that's what that means there. So, but yeah, there's not going to be any gold anymore for the regular login. And then Enhanced Stone is staying the same. And then instead of getting a rare to legendary Elune soulstone summon, we are going to get a class seed summon instead. Oh, I see what they did. So they swapped out. But see, what doesn't make sense to me is like right there, they're showing 1 rare to legendary Elune soulstone summon. And then here, it's showing 350,000. So, like I said, I'm assuming we're going to get 350,000 soulstones divided up between various heroes that could be anywhere from rare to legend heroes. So, we'll have to see when this drops for sure. But that's the way it seems like. Because here has quantity 1, so it's just very, very weird. But the fact is we are going to be getting an additional class seed every day just for logging in. So that's on top of your, hopefully, 4 of adverse you're doing per day. And if you guys are refreshing like myself for the 120 rubies, then you're talking about getting 9 class seeds a day. So depending on what you guys do, prerogative, you know, of spending your rubies, that's where you guys are looking at. But you know, an additional class seed summon. Now, keep in mind, this is RNG, so you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting the special seed you want. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be wanting your debuffer and your DPS seeds more than likely. Probably a lot of us are not really looking for tank and healer seeds. And even support seeds. There's only 2 support legends in the game. So, but we'll have to see, you know, completely for sure. The one thing that does, I am confused on a little bit is the rare to legend Elune Soulstone Summon because of the 350,000 quantity they list there. So there you go. And then they have some settings, game tab, Pirate Discovery, Vibration on and off. So it's just some different settings you guys can change up here. If you guys want to go through all this stuff, when a legendary gear is involved in scrapping, their images will be displayed in a confirmation pop-up message. Okay, I think that's to help you guys. If you guys, when a legendary lunar gear is scrapped, it's going to give you a warning, I would assume, that you're going to be scrapping a legendary thing. That's what that sounds like. Daily mission, play Chaos Tower once. Daily mission, play or condense. So yes, this was so needed because it basically forces you to do a run where you're getting no rewards as opposed to doing your condensing. So that's very, very good. For once so once you guys clear your Chaos Tower completely, you can finally just condense all 3 and still get your daily reward for doing that, which is 30 energy, which was important. And I think even when they did the update, you couldn't play Chaos Tower. And so you actually lost out. There was like at one point, there was 1 or 2 days where we couldn't get it at all. So yeah, that's really, really good. And then fixed affinity, quest counters, and battle screen to update immediately. Revise Revy's passive skill tool tip. Okay. I don't really know what that means. And then adjusted shop layout. In boss battles, rewards can be scrolled on reward screen. In GM and streamer titles added. I don't know if I'm going to be added into that, but I know for sure, like, all the people that were mentioned and their last news update are going to be mentioned, but I don't know if I will because I wasn't mentioned, so we'll have to see if I get added to that or not. You know, I've been talking to the GMs every now and then, but we'll see where that goes. And there's a bunch of bug fixes, skill bug fixes, all that stuff. You guys can read all that. But let's go into the next. So they are already scheduling their 2.20 update. So already for things to look forward to in the next update is higher levels and boss battle. Obviously, we knew that was coming because they're only giving us the first 2. So I would expect at least 2 more, possibly the rest of Trent could be added in the 2.2.0 update, which will be at the end of September. Chaos Tower October season. So that's going to be added, and that should be when they may be increasing the difficulty in Chaos Tower, or they just may be increasing the rewards. We'll have to see on that. And then regular season of Alliance Battle will start. So that's actually a good sign. I know Epic 7 took a long, long time to get out of preseason. So they're already going to put us in regular season at the end of this month. So that's really good. We're only going to have about probably 2 to 3 weeks of preseason. And then World Boss Improvement slates. Don't know what that's going to be, but look forward to that. And then Light Your Temple. That's really good because that means basically we're going to be able to do the next level of difficulty. And that's going to be at least 1 more seed, maybe 2 more seeds. We'll have to see how generous they are with adding the difficulty, what's going to be there. So a lot more seeds, so it's going to be a lot easier for us to evolve as opposed to fuse and lose out on a legend. Basically, every time you fuse, you're basically throwing out a legend to skip the seed process. So hopefully that's going to make it a little easier for us to seed all of our legend heroes as opposed to having to fuse them. So that's going to be really good. And then improve visual effects. So that's going to be the patch today, guys. A little bit longer than I wanted to because I did take a little bit of time to go over the Alliance Battle stuff real fast. But let me know what you guys think of all that update, of the whole update of 2.1.6. Some pretty awesome stuff being added between the boss battle, Alliance preseason, skill balancing, stat increases, Chaos Tower improvements, all that good stuff. We'll have to see what the new packages are. I'll do a review on the packages of, like, should you buy, are they worth your money? Kind of similar to what I did for the event with the Weiwei paid point system. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully they're better value. They keep getting better and better value, and it's not like a more expensive kind of situation. But and then we'll have to see what the new seasonal event's going to be on the 9th. So lots of cool stuff coming in the game. So I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like down below. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Ring that bell as always. And I'll see you guys in the next Elune video. Peace out, guys.